Hyper speed! Go!
Hey, everybody! Oh, man. It's time for cocktail time, everybody. Sunday night.
Hell yeah.
Time to drink. Time to talk about video games. With haircuts.
You still have your mohawk.
And a Bob. And a Chris.
Hey!
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Oh. As Chris is, as you can see, Chris is no longer part of America. Chris is now...
Yeah, no, I
He's
went
a
back,
he's a
went back to
traitor.
Britain.
He's a traitor to everyone.
I'm
Hi, everybody.
Following my lifelong hero,
Who-
Benedict.
Benedict Arnold. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to Cocktail Time. I'm Joseph Christ, host of Cocktail Time, and with me tonight is Bob Webb, as per usual, on my right-hand side. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Good, and first time on Cocktail Time is Mr. Chris Guthridge. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
You had to
Joseph?
run out. Chris ran out today after his job to get a mic and camera and get basically all set up. So
And looks like it's good. So I
we
think,
thank you
I
for
think
that.
I think we're ready.
Your camera's actually better than Bob's.
Mine's
So-
piece of shit.
Bob's
I
opposite.
think, although mine was only like $15.
Oh,
that.
see, mine was $18.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a $3. Yeah, son of a
That's
bitch.
it.
that
You get
$3
you get
really
it.
It's,
You get out what you put in.
that $3 really makes a whole big difference. actually.
it's huge.
That's where the quality is
Those $3.
in those $3. Yeah. Oh man. So post PAX, I have the PAX
Ugh.
crud. So excuse my coughing and retching and stuff. It's pretty bad.
A lot of people got sick.
I think. Yeah. I mean everyone.
Everybody.
Right? Isn't it everybody?
I
Like
don't
in
know.
the world.
Did Nick and Brad and Chris get sick?
I think Nick did. I don't know if Brad. I always get Bob and Brad confused for obvious reasons.
Because of the bees.
The bees in your walls. It's the bees, the bees in your walls. So yeah, so I've been sick. I probably shouldn't. I went out on Friday, and I probably drank too much, which is somewhat like me. And then I woke up. So yesterday was horribly hungover for a lot of the day, and then today I've been the PAX crud caught up with me completely. So I don't know. How you feeling, Bob?
Not too bad. I got a little bit of the PAX pox. Tara was sick. She had a fever.
You told me
I was
that.
starting to feel like shit on Friday, but now I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, it was really quick. It was what we had was just done in a day.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's get on to toast of the week, shall we? Let's do
Toast
it.
of the show.
Toast of the show.
Toast of the week.
It's technically the toast of the week.
It's the
Right?
same. Yeah.
We do one show a week, Bob.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. It's not a hard job here. It's one show a week.
Unlike old cocktail times where we do one show every other month.
Every other month.
or
you know.
every 2 months.
We do every show a week, but we get one show posted onto YouTube a month. So we're doing a little
That's
bit
true.
better.
Yeah.
It's a process.
We actually need to get the other. We will be getting for those wondering. Of course, people who are watching now don't give a shit about what the old shows on YouTube because you people are part of the cult. You actually watch us live. But for those on YouTube who don't watch us live yet, we need to get that stuff up, I guess. We've been so busy with PAX and everything else, and some people don't realize it. No, maybe you do. But we're working on a new website, and we're looking to get that up in October, possibly October 1st. So Bob, for one's been pretty backed up with that, and I've been helping out and stuff like that. So.
Yes. Incredibly backed up.
If we don't have those shows out, there's good reason. There really is good reason. So, but let's start with toast of the show in the week. And Bob, why don't you start us out?
Okay. I had a toast and I forgot it. Son of a bitch.
Good beginning,
It'll come back
Bob.
to me. It'll come back to me.
Shall we move on to Chris while you think?
No, I got it. All right.
It's like ordering. It's like ordering at a restaurant, and Bob's like, I don't know what I want. All right, everyone
Well, the
else.
thing is, like, I got my drink. Should I make my drink or my shot?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get you up
'Cause
on
if-
the.
Well, actually, I can start with what I'm drinking, but you can see over there I have a bunch of bottles that make up my shot. If my shitty ass camera can actually
Put some music
focus on there.
this.
All right.
I don't
So
know.
what I'm drinking is So we went down to the there's a beer shop downtown, spelled with an E at the end, so you know it's unique and legit. And they have a ton of different imported beers. And this one is, I'm not too sure where this brewery is from. I think it's an East Coast brewery. It just says Earth, Wind, and Beer.
Earth, Wind,
Apparently,
and Beer.
those are the three elements of making beer.
Earth, Wind, and beer. Well, they
Yes.
do say.
Wouldn't you just need beer to make beer?
Well, no. We learned from Big Flats. It's the water that makes it.
It is-
Okay, this is in Utah, actually. Utah. That's fucking weird. Salt Lake City of all places.
It is the water that makes. You know what, that it might be that beer is a better beer because there is no water to make it.
No.
It's not the water making it thing.
Well, this is. I've had this before. I think I actually had this on earlier. It's the same brewing company. It's called. What the fuck is it called? Crooked.
Good way to be prepared.
It's called Crooked, but the brewery's it's a Crooked line. The brewery's called Unta Brewing. It's spelled Uinta. That's not an American word.
Yinter.
I don't know.
Yinter Brewery.
Yunta.
Yenta. Is it
Yenta.
Yenta?
Yenta.
Isn't that
Well, it's you.
isn't that like a Jewish
Yenta.
term for someone? Yeah, Yenta.
Yinta.
Yenta.
I feel like Barbara Streisand has used that word in a movie of hers. Like, there's a Barbara Streisand movie called
Yeah.
Yenta or
Yenta. Really?
something.
Yeah, I think it means like small children or something.
Maybe somebody in chat over at 4pp.tv are also Barbara Streisand fans and can help us out with this.
I'll
Barbra Streisand
type it out in
movie.
chat. So it's they have this line. It's called Crooked, and they did a barrel aged barley wine. This is a barrel aged imperial pumpkin.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's aged in, it's pumpkin beer that's aged in oak barrels. Yeah, it's a 10.31%. So it's pretty high for a beer. But
excuse me. See, that's what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
so the disease is trying to get out of your lungs.
It's pouring out of me.
Oh yeah.
Someone is breathing on their mic. I don't know who it is.
Oh,
It might
I
be
think that's
Bob.
Chris. That's Chris.
Is it Chris?
What? I didn't do anything. I'm not breathing.
Stop breathing, for God's sakes.
I swear
so
I'm not.
There it is again. Very nice, Bob.
Yeah, so it's a nice beer. I'm a big fan of pumpkin beers. This one's kind of got a nice subtle pumpkin.
I don't think
Is
I've
it so-
ever tried pumpkin beer.
Really, it's good. It's some of them actually get to make it so it's just like you're drinking pumpkin pie. It's fucking awesome. I love
that's gonna be
pumpkin
nice.
pie.
That's
it's
gonna be
so
nice.
And the shot I'm making, this was actually suggested by I think Big Baz. You suggested this shot. I'm doing an alien brain hemorrhage.
Ah, how did Big Baz give you a suggestion for this?
Why? By being in a live chat channel and harassing me for weeks to do this shot.
Over at 4pp.tv, would it be that one?
Exactly that one, as opposed to our sex channel.
Yes. Well, sex.
So here's a healthy double shot shot glass. So this is I've done a brain hemorrhage shot before. It's very similar. It's mostly peach schnapps. So we get our peach schnapps in there, which is a bit dangerous because they're so sweet and so easy to drink down.
Right.
Then you get your Baileys. You put a little bit of Baileys on top.
Cream.
Let's see if I can actually.
So you're doing
pour
like
this.
it's like a peachy Bailey's sort of.
Oh, there's
weird.
like two other ingredients. So I gotta pour it slowly though, because I don't want it to like
Right.
Careful.
plummet.
Nice.
Careful.
I don't know how full this
You
bottle
see?
is. Apparently,
Oh
this
my
bottle's
God.
not very
Come
full.
on. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh.
But that doesn't stop a foamer. Oh, especially when it comes to heritage equipment.
Oh, that looks so
Oh.
good.
Oh, I kind of fucked it up a little bit, I think. There. Oh, now I got it going. It's doing the
There
top.
you go. Oh,
okay.
yes.
Now we need to do the alien part of it. There'll be more hemorrhaging.
You foamed all over it, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I foamed it. I fucked it. Fucking foamed it. So the alien part's blue curacao.
Ooh.
Now, let's see if I can actually do this correctly. Oh, shit! Christ! Too quick! Oh, God. I'm fucking this left and right. Oh, well.
Oh, that's heritage equipment if I ever saw it.
Yeah.
But that
usually
doesn't stop a
bar
foamer.
spoons to pour it down. And then here's the actual hemorrhage. Let's see if I can actually get this
It looks like a Fraggle is vomited in your glass.
It does. This is what a Fraggle hangover looks like.
So Bob over at 4pp.tv, Big Baz, I'm sorry, says, "Wait, Bob, don't do it. I regret telling you about this drink."
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
All right.
He's saying,
Brennan,
"Don't do it." He's like, "Abort, abort."
There is a drink called the Abortion, or Bloody Abortion.
We could try that at some point.
That's classic.
I think it's like you use tomato juice or something.
Oh,
and then,
yeah, that's got
you stick. Oh no, there's a bloody tampon, which you use a.
You know what? It looks like you blended up a Smurf.
A little bit. It's
It
like
looks-
an American Pride Smurf.
Yeah, it looks like you blended up a Smurf. Is what you did.
I've made a shot using grenadine, blue curacao, and I don't know, Midori. So it was red, green, and blue, and I called it the Catalyst. And it layered out perfectly. I'll have to see if I can make that sometime. It's
That's
really
very nice.
delicious. So it's not really like a painful shot. This one's probably gonna be chunky. I mean, you've already seen it. It's chunking up.
Yeah.
So my shot actually goes to the development team over at Black Mesa for finally fucking releasing the game, or supposedly releasing the game in like 4 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
'Cause they've been working on that for fucking years. Like
Well, that's been going on.
2008,
That's been going on
2009.
forever.
Yeah,
And
No, they said they were going to release it in 2009. I
Right.
think it was their first release date, and they just completely fucking blew it.
Right. Well, they're a small development studio. They're probably
They don't. They're not really a development studio. It's a mod.
yeah. I mean, these are just regular. I mean, this is probably like, they
Guys
have
doing
they have jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's like us with our new site. It takes fucking forever to finish.
yeah, because we actually have to do things to make money too.
Yeah. Pay
'Cause
rent.
if I don't eat and die or don't pay rent, I won't be doing anything with the site.
Yeah. So my shot goes to them for finally doing it, sticking to their guns, and actually releasing this game, because I know there's a lot of people that said they wouldn't do it.
Right.
They just got too skeptical of skeptical.
Skeptical.
I just said it kinda weird.
Skepticals.
Skepticals.
Touch my skepticals.
Skepticals.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
excellent.
very, very skeptical of having them actually do it, because it's such an ambitious project to redo the entire Half-Life 1 game in the Source engine.
Yeah.
And they had to redo a bunch of the assets, so it wasn't just reusing the Half-Life 2 assets to make Half-Life 1, because they needed to make a bunch of new assets. I mean, there's all the monsters aren't even in Half-Life 2.
Right.
Like the big little tentacle arms, they're not even in Half-Life 2. So they had to redo all those models and redo.
Well, yeah,
the
because
animations and skinning
just
all that.
it's not just a reskin; it's redone. It's HD. It's an HD. I mean,
The remake.
it's hard
an
to say
HD remake.
It's an HD
Yeah.
remake of Half-Life 1.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm just hoping I can download it on Friday, because I'm planning on playing it. So
Okay, so we are going to be playing Black Mesa at on Friday during Bob's Flashback Friday show. And
Yep.
what time are you doing that, Bob?
probably about 7 o'clock PDT,
Okay.
9 o'clock CDST or CDT. I
Right.
keep getting that shit mixed up.
Yeah, I know. Well, 7 o'clock Pacific.
But yeah, so this is I got my nasty ass shot. In case I've just found this in my bag because I brought it back from Seattle. If this shot isn't that bad, throughout the show I can be eating some of these.
Just
Being
at random.
oozled.
Just at
Oh, just the
random.
red ones.
Oh, just what are the red ones?
Centipede.
Oh man, like I said, I just that's all you guys. That's not my bag,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah.
Did you get one? And when we were up in Seattle,
I did not eat one
how the fuck did you get out of that?
because I'm a sly motherfucker.
You ran away, didn't you?
I ran away.
You ran away.
I ran away. Chris, how about you? What do you have for your toast of the show?
Okay, well, my toast for the week is going to be to Call of Cthulhu, the Dark Earth. I can't remember the subtitle of it, only because that's pretty much the only thing I've been playing over the last week since I finished Sleeping Dogs, and I'm actually, as as hokey as it was at the very beginning, and I kind of didn't think I was gonna get into it. I'm actually really getting into it, and I think it's pretty fucking cool.
We'll have to talk
So this
about
is
that.
the old Xbox game, right?
Yeah, the original Xbox.
Is this a
I got
C?
it on
What are you
Steam.
guys doing in here? Is that this
Yeah,
what we're
here's
talking
kind of
about?
Snooping around
Yeah.
here.
Classic four-player
Spook Man?
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to talk about that because I want to know how you feel. I've never played it myself. The most I've seen of this game is watching Brad and Nick play it.
Yeah.
So we can
me
talk
too.
about that. Mine is I'm gonna give it to Vigil Games again because I've been just playing a whole two. Actually, I have two toes. First is Vigil Games because I've been playing a whole bunch of Darksiders 2 again this week. I've had one hiccup that we can talk about later, but other than that, it's been a fantastic experience. My other toast is going to be basically to you and Chris and basically everyone else who helped cover PAX this year because I think we did a great job this year of PAX. I mean, for a small outfit like us, so I think this is probably one of the best conventions we've had so far. And I don't know. I think
Yeah. Hands down, video content wise, we did a lot of fucking video footage.
Whole
Holy
lot
shit.
of
We still
video.
got more.
we got a lot.
We still
Yeah,
got a lot more.
There's still more video footage that we got to put up.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think a little hand to ourselves. I think we did a good job for being a smaller outfit like we were. So, yay for
Oh,
us.
very good. You guys did
Yay.
a very good job.
So I can do things like this. Yeah, applause. For us. All right. All right, we're here to toast. I'm keeping you on the main screen, Bob, because I really want to see you doing this.
Okay.
All right, one.
Oh god. All right, ready?
Oh wait, we didn't say what Chris was drinking. What are you
Oh,
drinking, Chris?
yeah.
Hold up.
I
Bob.
couldn't buy any liquor because you can't buy liquor on Sundays in Texas. And
What?
I forgot to get some
Oh,
good-
it's one of those states.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you can buy it in bars, but all the liquor stores are closed on Sundays, so I couldn't
Yeah.
go.
Is that
What I
just,
really wanted.
is this like a Jesus thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the remnant of the old blue laws, which yeah,
Wow.
are, like old.
Yeah, I think Colorado just appealed that law. They had it up till like maybe 4 years ago. They had so you could not buy liquor from liquor store or you couldn't. The only place you could buy liquor is in a liquor store. They sold 3.2 beer, which is 3.2% beer in grocery stores, which is just a travesty.
Wow.
But the only place you could buy liquor would be liquor stores, and you couldn't buy it on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah,
don't-
oddly enough, the other thing you can't buy on Sundays in Texas, cars. Dealerships are closed on Sunday for some reason. I don't understand the reasoning there, but
The union?
We don't want government in our lives. It's okay. We want Jesus in our lives. I don't want no government telling me what to do. I want Jesus telling me what to do.
U.S. America.
That's right. As long as there's Jesus, it's all right. But I don't want no American with no black president, tell me what to do. God,
It's a man's freedom to tell everybody they should not be able to buy alcohol on Sunday.
right. I want to be free to not be allowed by Jesus to buy alcohol. I like it when Jesus tells me to do things.
Instead of what I was going to buy, I went out and I got some Shiner Brewery, Spitz Brewery from Shiner, Texas, has Shiner Pale Ale. I don't know if that's... Yeah, okay. As you can see, it is has assertive aroma and hoppy brightness.
Assertive aroma. They say that about
Yes.
homeless people, too.
A golden color and rich malty flavor.
That homeless man had an assertive aroma.
It's very... it was very aggressive
Rapists
scent.
have an assertive aroma as well.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right, so let's
Well,
do
actually, I can read the description on mine too. Mine's very colorful. So it's cranked up and primed to celebrate. Jack revels in the season. Pop the cork for bursts of pumpkin and spices, aged in oak barrels. I guess it's called jacked. Jack is wound and ready to play. Pairs well with the flavors of the season. It's almost like a wine. People get really into making beers, so they just start pairing beers with food.
And I would imagine there's an entire business of people writing those descriptions.
Oh yeah,
Like someone's in charge of that.
it's called Beer Advocate.
What's what?
Oh. There's a site called Beer Advocate, which is like pretty much the snob site for beers.
Oh, okay. Hipsters for beer.
Well, they write a bunch of it's basically food. What's it called? Food Critic, but for beer,
Oh, interesting.
which is like
Beer
an awesome
critic.
job. Have you ever heard of? Well, obviously you've heard of Michael Jackson, but have you ever heard of Michael
I've never
Jackson?
heard of
Critic?
Michael Jackson. What?
Michael Jackson, the beer critic.
No.
He is amazing.
Beer critic
Yes.
named Michael Jackson.
Does he wear like a glove?
No, he's
I like to give the beer to the little boys. Boys, come over. The boys, come
I like
over.
my beer I like my men.
I like
young.
I like to take the boys in the shower and give them a little bit of beer.
Oh no, we all know Michael Jackson was into wine because he called it Jesus juice.
Jesus,
I give them a little cheese juice.
Jesus.
Little boys come down my garden. I give them a little bit of cheese juice. I give them I like to moonwalk over the little highness.
I like to show him the man in the mirror.
The man in the mirror comes and give him cheese juice. Give him my beers. Let me tell you, when I'm sleeping with a little boy, I don't like just any beer. I like certain types of beer. There's a little type of nutty aroma that I like to experience while I'm cuddling with a small boy.
You gotta pair your beers with your boys.
This beer gets 2 mm-hms.
All right, shall we toast? Shall we do this?
Yeah, this thing has had plenty of time to coagulate. Oh man, it's doing weird shit. You can actually. I don't know if you can see this. Let me pull my screen up so I can actually show you.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for a lighter beer and sometimes a darker one. Depends what kind of boys I have with me.
Bob,
What kind of beer pairs with a little boy? If a boy's a redhead, I like a stout or an IPA.
Something with a youthful hoppy.
Something with a youthful hoppies. So for when I'm hopping around the youthful in my backyard.
I don't like my beers aged any more than 12 years.
I like a younger aged beer. It's not so hard on my mouth. It's nice and soft.
Okay, yeah, I think we're done with Michael Jackson. But yeah, if you haven't actually seen Michael Jackson Beer Hunter, they call him Michael Jackson Beer Hunter. Look him up. He's fucking awesome.
Right,
He's like, he has the best job in the world.
It goes down easy.
I think he's dead right now.
Is he?
He died like in the past decade or so, I think.
Oh,
But he used
Michael
to just
Jackson,
fly
the
around
beer
the world.
critic?
Michael Jackson Beer Hunter, yeah.
Wait a second. Wait,
Not Michael Jackson the singer. Michael Jackson the singer dead too.
but I mean, I don't think that's a coincidence.
Were they the same person?
Maybe they were the same person.
Why would he go through the trouble of making himself look different just to use the same name?
That's true.
Because no one would suspect it. I don't know. Maybe the Michael Jackson was the disguise he would wear.
It was
That's why he looked so weird, And then he'd take off the disguise, and he would be the beer critic.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Mind blown.
I need to
There
drink
is
this
no spoon.
Oh, what's that?
I need to drink this thing. It's getting warm.
Okay, ready.
And
1,
it's coagulating.
2, 3. Oh yes, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, that's chunky.
Is that?
Yeah. It's like a chunky cough syrup.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm.
Very nice.
Yeah, the Bailey's had a nice viscous consistency that reminds me a little bit of vomit.
It'll do that after a while.
But
If
like
you
in
don't do
a
anything with
positive way, right? Like vomit.
The
in a
good
way.
kind of vomit.
It's like a good vomit. Like when you throw up and you're like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, I'd do that again. Like that kind of vomit.
Are you into that stuff,
Very
Chris? Are
fruity
you
flavors.
are you into the rainbow showers? Is that kind of your thing? What don't we know about you? What are we going to find out at this cocktail time that we don't know about you? Tell us your darkest secrets.
Yes, actually, that reminds me of. So this week, someone found our website by searching for the darkest corner of the internet.
That's nice.
I think that's that's an achievement on our end.
You'd be amazed what people search for and get to our site. I mean, I think
Yeah.
sometimes they're getting to our site by mistake. But one guy was searching for hot girl Xbox Live gamer tags,
Really?
and I was just thinking, man, whatever you're thinking, just stop right there. Though
Well, we also
they
we have different style of sex. I think was one search term.
different
The
style.
site.
It's a different style of fucking was the.
Oh, different style of fucking. That's right. Different
I would.
style
I
of
don't know.
action.
Fast tax.
I'm not sure how different he wants or she. I mean, who knows? They're looking for a Kama Sutra sort of,
Yes, and I can go to a video game site to find out how to have sex. I think you're looking at the wrong place on the internet.
we can make some posts up for it. Maybe. Let's see, or them. But it is fun. It is fun kind of watching her back end. I actually
Watching her back end? What?
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 No, the what?
Well, we were talking about different styles of fucking. What?
And then I mentioned back end. Right? That's all my fault. That's all my fault.
Back end.
But watching like the Google Analytics and stuff is pretty like what's the word? Addictive is what I'm looking for. So
It's disturbing sometimes.
not only that, I mean it's addictive because they have this real time beta sort of thing where you can actually watch people go into your site in real time, watching what they're searching for, where they're going on the site in real time, and watch all the traffic goes through. And it's pretty amazing.
That's not creepy.
It's pretty, and then I can see where they're coming from too, because the little dot will pop up on the map and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. I can't like contact
Big
them.
brother.
Yeah, it's definitely Big Brother-ish, but I don't know who it is. It's not like it's connected to a. It's not like I can like look at their IP address and go like hunt them down or something like that.
Someone found our site by searching
wants
for
to.
fists.
Just fists.
Just fists.
I can guarantee that I probably wrote fisting somewhere.
Probably.
Maybe they're looking for a brawler game.
I want to see some websites about fists.
Fists.
Yeah.
Fisting.
Yeah.
I don't think we write about fisting.
I think one of our most consistent search criteria that keeps bringing up our site is Skyrim porn.
Yeah,
actually.
Skyrim
Yeah,
porn.
Skyrim porn is a big one.
Yeah, I think it's our number
I'm
3.
dead serious. Let me check all time. Let me see how high it is on our all-time list.
Yeah,
Pretty
J52.
fucking high.
J52 over at 4pp.tv is saying it's our number 3 biggest search hit of all time.
Yeah, I know it was damn big. Like it's amazing.
Oh, that's for a post I did about screenshots. And
Yeah.
I put the word Skyrim porn inside of the thing, and who would have known? Like, there's actually a lot of demand for it.
Apparently.
Who'd
Yep,
have thunk?
Skyrim porn. Yeah, Skyrim porn is just behind 4PP and 4Player podcast. I just had a
So people who
That's
were actually looking
that's
for podcasts, and then people who were looking for Skyrim porn.
yeah, and then after
The two major
Skyrim porn,
demographics.
and it's been searched of all time. It's been searched for around almost 17,000 times.
Well, we got a really big bump of that when Skyrim came out, and I guess
Yeah.
people were like, "Man, these lizard women are really hot."
There's also Batman fashion.
What is it?
Batman fashion.
Batman
It's big.
fashion?
Yes, apparently people searched our site for. Did someone do an article about fashion with Batman, or
I don't think so.
I don't know?
Fashionable.
Oh man, excuse me.
Trying to figure out if there's any other kind of crazy ones. Skyrim adoption limit. Does someone need to know how many kids you can adopt in Skyrim?
How many do you want? Well, it's actually 2 is the answer, but
Oh, well, it could have been the ghost of Michael Jackson searching for it.
I want to know how many little children I can adopt.
I want to make a bed of little children, just roll around on it.
I have all these beers I need to try, so I need to know how many little children I can have in my place at once. I need to pair them up. I need to know. I gotta do a blog post.
This search. Yeah, this search. This one was who is Grimlock before becoming Dinobot.
oh wow, interesting.
What?
We don't even have that. information. We don't even have
a
that
post that
information.
mentions Grimlock. Maybe.
Maybe we do.
Right? Skyrim Christian mod? What the fuck is that?
A Skyrim Christian mod?
You get to, like,
Well,
play
I
like
do
Jesus
call it
and, like, use
Jesus.
holy powers.
I do call it Jesus, you.
No, that'd be awesome. Maybe you're like it's the second coming of Christ, and you're just going around.
That would be awesome. Like
The
wait a
power
second.
of Christ
Wait a second.
compels
How
you when he
about-
cut somebody's head off?
Wait a second. How about an open world like Jesus or a prophet game, where you have to come down and be a prophet and get as many followers as possible? That would be awesome.
So, wouldn't that be like a really, really non-violent game?
No, because
I mean,
no, it depends on how
Or
you
do
play it.
do you have to convert the heathens?
You can play it.
by
You can play it either way you
killing-
want, either non-violently or violently, almost like a black and white sort of thing. That old black and white game. Except you are actually a prophet, and it's first person, almost can look like Skyrim, but then you have to do things. You can do miracles and heal people and get followers that way, or you can be violent and get like crazy fanatical cult followers that way. And then as you get more followers, maybe other people are like, he's not a real follower, and you can you have to expand your influence over the world to sort of pull those people in. Wait a second, this is the best fucking idea ever.
This is so good.
Imagine that. Oh man, I like this.
What would you call it though?
We need to run with that.
What would you call it?
Prophet Sim?
Days of Christ.
No. Prophet Sim 2012, maybe. That doesn't really have like a lot of like
No,
pull
you need
to it.
Profiteering. I don't know.
Profiteering.
Profiteer. I got it. I got it. So you call it the Profiteer, and the cover art is you, and you like have all these strings coming from your fingertips, and they're all leading to the people who are trying to follow you.
Should be like you should just be holding two money bags with dollar signs on them, and like a halo above your head.
But I'd like it to take place not in modern times, but almost like a Skyrim type of medieval, ancient times. I think that'd make it a little more interesting. Because people were kind of.
It'd be really cool if you could pick like different like religious archetypes to kind of follow. So you could be like an Eastern philosophy, be like a Buddha kind of character, or you could be like Nordic and be like fucking Odin
Like
or
the
like Thor or
Vikings.
something like that. Yeah.
Right.
And then that would be fucking cool.
Or you could be like Scientologist and just take everyone's money.
Just take everyone's money.
And then you can have
live on a boat with a bunch of boys.
and you can have and as you get followers, like your NPCs, you can make them closer to you, and when an NPC gets really close, they become an apostle, and then you can send them to other places to prophetize for you. So they can start
It's called proselytize.
proselytize for you, and then they can start pushing out your influence.
Franchising.
Yeah, and then they can start pushing out your influence, and then you go and then you can show up and
Holy
play
shit!
them.
This is the greatest idea ever.
I think. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? This was I believe this. For some reason, I saw this post recently. J52 on our chat for PPD.TV just linked called the U Testament.
Mhm.
I believe it's a kind of crazy ass Jesus game. It's a weird glitchy violent Bible game. And I think I remember actually I was going through our archives because I was working on the new site, and holy shit, people are like throwing rocks at Jesus.
What is this?
I don't know. It's weird.
Is it
It's called the U Testament. Oh my
Carrying
god,
the
it's
cross.
great.
Oh my god.
and people
Yeah,
are throwing
yeah.
rocks at Jesus?
It's
Come
wonderful.
on, Jesus, carry your damn cross.
Yo, Joseph, you should play this for way back Wednesday.
Oh, what? I don't know what this is. I never heard of this. I can't really.
I guess it's called the U Testament.
Oh, I can look this up because I have two computers now, which is how I'm doing my wonderful
Yeah.
sound effects this year.
You should look at this up and play it for way back Wednesday.
Okay, I can do that. I'll look this up.
Yeah.
Is that on
All
you?
these people in this game, their
Oops.
eyes are perfectly round.
I know it's awesome.
I'm typing on the wrong computer. Hold on.
Yeah, you just typed U.
I just typed in the wrong. Sorry, guys. I'm working on a laptop, and I have two computers going at the same time, and I'm getting used to my new setup here, which allows me to do the sound effects and stuff, and allows other things too. But I'll look this up. But oh, can I not hear you guys now? Hold on. I can't hear you guys. Hello? Hello? Hello?
You pay good money
Oh,
for
okay,
that.
okay,
You
now I
get
can hear you
you get two black guys in the side of you, and you're just like,
You guys went. You
Dick
guys,
slapping good time.
you guys actually went silent for a second. I don't know why.
well,
Apparently,
we were having,
putting in YouTube makes Skype stop working or whatever. I don't know what happened there.
Skype and YouTube have.
So I can't watch the New Testament right now.
that's too bad because this thing's awesome. This is basically it's just the Old Testament, but you play as Jesus.
You play
we
as
do
Jesus?
we need our cult sim.
I think that'd be
Yes.
good.
Yeah, cult sim 2012. Well, Cult Sim 2012 could actually work well because of the whole end of the world deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just see how much
you're gonna have to
money
push
you
it out
can amass
quickly, though.
before the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea. See how much money you can
Like
get.
how much money can you make off of people's like irrational like religious fears?
A
and, like,
lot.
Going crazy about the end of the world.
If you've seen things about 2012, you can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
this is a good idea.
Let's talk about some video games we've actually played.
Video games.
Some video games. Chris,
Oh, great.
what's the matter, Bob? What's the matter, Bob? You're just trying to stall
Well,
because
let's talk to Chris. I'm sure he has lots of video games.
you're trying to
talk
stall because you
about.
haven't played anything, are you? All right, Chris, you go first.
What's up?
Maybe Bob can tell me some games while you're talking about what you played.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so recently what I've been playing, I mean I just finished playing Sleeping Dogs at the end of last week, which I talked about on the regular podcast, which you can listen to now. I think it's up up on the site now. Which is 4playerpodcast.com, obviously. So that was really good. But what I've been playing since then have been some older games that I downloaded off of Steam a little while back that I hadn't got around to. I picked up Call of Cthulhu, which I started playing, which I'm really actually digging right now.
That's on Steam?
Yeah, it's on Steam, and it was
Shit,
like,
why did I have that?
yeah, I don't remember what. I think it was like $10 or something like that.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. You should totally download it. I didn't really know what to expect because I hadn't even seen any of the old like 4PP videos of like Nick and them playing from back in the day. I just heard them mention it one or two times, and I'm a fan of H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos and all that. So I figured, like, at first I was surprised. I was like, wait, there's a Cthulhu game and I didn't know about it. Like, shit, where was I during the original Xbox years? So I went back and checked it out, and it's so fucking awesome. And it's like, it is actually really fucking creepy because I'm playing on my computer, so I'm always using my headset and everything. So like the second you boot up the game, it like the menu has like all those voices in the background. They're just like die, 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 and it's like right in your fucking ear. It was kind of creepy. And the characters in the game, because the game came out in 2006, I think it was. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's not like super old, but it's definitely showing its age. I mean, most of the animations are pretty blocky and everything is a little pixelated, which I don't know, for me kind of adds a little bit to the whole creep out factor.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say adds to the creep out factor.
Yeah, like I'm in the Innsmouth area, which is like the first actual like full chapter of the game right after the prologue, and it's like if you played the game, you know, like everyone in that town are like these weird like mutant people that just hate outsiders. So, you know, you're walking around like in the hotel or like out in the street, and there's just people walking around like looking at you, and they're like, "We know the last strangers around these parts," and they talk like all fucking retarded and shit. It's like, "Get out of here, you stranger! We don't like you." Like, they're fucking weird.
I think like backwoods people.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like this small community that's like isolated, like out on the coast, like between like some mountains and some woods and the rest of civilization, and nobody really goes out there. But they're all like fucking like, and it's not just that they're like inbred or anything like that. They're like mutant monsters. I think they have like gills and shit. Like, it's fucking weird. But yeah, that game's really good. It's mostly been a lot of, like, I haven't really done much combat yet. I'm not too far into the game. It's mostly been just, like, walking around doing, like, kind of light RPG, like, puzzle solving and conversation kind of events and things like that. Right. But I'm digging it so far. It seems to be sticking pretty true to the whole, to the staples of, like, the Cthulhu mythos and everything. So that's pretty cool. Also started playing Thief Gold, which is the first Thief game. Yeah, I didn't get very far in that one either. Just, you know, again, but that one's really cool too. It just seems, it's kind of weird playing like kind of more current stealth action games, and then going back to play that one where it was really like the stealth mechanics were really cut and dry, like
Very rigid.
I mean, yeah, very rigid, like square almost. It's like if you're in the shadows, they can't see you. If you're not in the shadows, they can see you.
Right.
And the shadows are like perfectly like straight lines and everything.
Right.
Like, you can actually just like follow a zigzag path like through the shadows and all that shit. So.
Right.
You know, it almost seems like, oh, really? Okay. And it's probably easier because I'm still in the beginning of the game. But like the guards are fucking stupid. Like they are just so goddamn dumb. Like there was one, like I remember like early on in the first mission, I was like sneaking around the back of this mansion, and there's a guard, like standing guard in this alleyway, and I literally just like ran up on him with the blackjack, and he's all like, "Oh, what's all this then?" And then I just like started hitting him like in the face with it, and he's like, like just over and over again. And I was talking a little bit about this on the show last week too, so you might have already heard this, but and I just like keep hitting him, and he's just like, "Oh, what? Oh, no, hey, oh," and then like he finally just like fell over, like unconscious, and I was like, "Well, okay." So
it's old school.
Really,
it's totally old school.
It's like you can kind of leverage the stealth with the brute force like pretty easily.
Also, you kept on hitting him, so he didn't like you didn't get found out.
Yeah, so he couldn't like run away and like get help or anything, and he wasn't trying to like yell for help. He was starting to say something like, "Oh, hey, who are you?" And like right in the middle of that, like I hit him, and then he was like trying to say that again. He's like, "Who are you? Who are you?
So
Who are you?"
What if he had brain damage and you were just constantly just knocking a memory out of him?
Yeah,
Poor guy.
and then finally he was just like, like okay.
Yeah, some of the best parts I love about the Thief series is when they go more into the horror aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the most terrifying parts. So, like the best parts of the game that really stand out to me is like when not just the wandering on mansions and picking up shit. It's like when you are deep in the shit and there are just really horrible things that will kill you very quickly and horribly when they find you. And pretty much your life depends on just hiding to the shadows and finding different ways to traverse the world and get to where you're supposed to do and like complete your objectives. Like that's really where that series shines to me. Like especially they kind of improve a lot on it throughout the different games. Like especially the stealth mechanics and you know that having that definite line between being hidden and not. That becomes much more fuzzy in the third game.
Yeah,
the
and I mean,
game, not too much.
Oh, yeah, I've never played any of the Thief games before. Like this has been my very, very first experience with Thief. And it's really interesting too because like stealth games for me are something that I really, really like now, but like 2-3 years ago I wasn't into that. Like this is kind of like a newer thing for me. Is like the whole stealth genre.
Well, you're not like
so it's kind of interesting to go through the newer stuff right now and then go back and play kind of like the granddaddy of like all the stealth.
Were you not like a Metal Gear Solid fan or anything? Or?
No, I mean I had played a couple of the Metal Gears before, but I'd never like finished any of them. I only recently like went back through the series and was like playing them all in order and like beating them. And once I I don't know what it was. I think like when I was in high school playing fucking impatient with like like you know because sometimes stealth games can be kind of tedious in how you have to go about them and like when that didn't work out so well for me I always got really fucking frustrated with it. I didn't like things like you know like timers and all that shit but I don't know for some reason now like I can appreciate the more nuanced aspects of them now. But yeah, like I went through like I played the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, played Metal Gear Solid 4 and all those, love them. Been playing Deus Ex, really been getting into that. And I'm just fucking super excited for Dishonored. That looks so good.
The bit we played over at E3, the ballroom section, which is so
we
fantastic.
talked about that, right?
We talked about it we talked about it probably during the Cocktail Time Day 3 mess.
So we probably talked about it in a complete fucking mess and like just didn't really talk about stuff. We played that the first day though. We did play it the first day.
Oh, did we? Okay, I don't recall.
Yeah.
No, you're right. We did.
Yeah, we played that day one. That's when we got our moment.
The whole thing is a whirlwind, so it's hard for me to remember when I did that.
Yeah, Dishonored does a really neat way, especially because they have so many alternate ways to traverse the environment.
Yeah.
And like I think everybody that was in that booth, like in that kind of weird, closed off back room on the floor. Nice. Is that a mask?
Yeah, it's a Dishonored.
Where'd you get that?
I got it from work.
Oh, do you work at the GameStops?
At a game,
yeah, I mean,
undisclosed video game retailer.
Yes.
You work at an unnamed video game retailer, let's say.
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, and they sent us a press kit
Babbage's.
with a bunch of Dishonored stuff, and one of these was in there, and I was totally just like, yank, that's
Nice,
mine.
nice.
So, yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. In the way, like, have you played any of the other games that was it Arcane?
Arcane,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Arcane
Studios.
Um,
Like, did you play Arx Fatalis or the Might and Magic? What was their Might and Magic title?
I mean,
Dark Forces of Might and Magic.
Dark Messiah.
Dark Messiah.
Dark
Magic.
Messiah. Yeah.
Sorry, that one. Yeah, that one came out like around 2006 or something too. I think. I
Thereabouts.
played a little bit of Might and Magic back then. That was actually the first time I'd ever even played a game that. Well, that's the first game I can remember that was like a full like first person melee kind of game. I didn't play much of it, but I did
This is
enjoy
interesting.
what I did try of it. But the other one, no, I haven't.
Arx Fatalis?
Yeah, I haven't really played
It's
that
good.
much of these games. Yeah.
Arx Fatalis is really interesting. If you like a kind of a dungeon crawler RPG in the same vein as like an old school Ultima Underworld,
Okay.
it uses based spell casting.
How's
So
that work?
you draw runes with your mouse.
Oh,
there was probably a
shit.
console version, but you would draw runes like in the air, like in combinations of runes. Combination you created, it would cast a spell for that.
Yeah.
And you could also queue these up too. So it wasn't always
Jeez.
like, yeah, it wasn't always like I need to cast a spell. There's someone coming at me. Let me fucking make the squirrely thing. Oh shit! I
Right.
made it the wrong way. It's like you can cast them beforehand, queue them up, so you can actually be like, all right, I've got these three spells queued up. I know I'm gonna hit this one as soon as I go into combat, and hit this one, and then maybe between fighting two guys, I'm gonna try to queue up another spell in between them.
Yeah.
And you get pretty good at kind of figuring out the gestures and trying to make sure the computer knows what you're doing, so you're very deliberate with what you're doing. And with a mouse pointer, it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
Because you can
That
actually
sounds
you just
awesome.
trace the lines.
It's
great.
There was
Yeah,
a time in gaming when like doing the whole like make the pattern on screen to make the magic spell go was kind of big because that used that, and then I've used this as an example before, but Black and White was another game that did that whole thing. where
Yeah,
you
it
had
was
to
that.
actually-
That was after Black and White. I believe Arx Fatalis was a generation afterwards.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, that sounds like a really cool idea, though. Like, I mean, because
It's
I don't know, like gets you into the action a little bit more, but it also kind of, like you were saying with the whole queue up system, like it kind of makes you have to think about what it is you're going to use before you use it, because you have to prepare them and then like hold them in a queue.
You really need the queue up system because if it's not, if you have like a fast paced sort of situation and the
Right.
game is not really not good at recognizing what you do, I mean, it has to be very liberal. It has to, like, if you fuck up a little bit, it has to just let it go and accept it, because
Right.
it can lead to some really frustrating situations if it doesn't do that.
Right. I mean, also the spell system. I don't believe with these kind of old spell systems, you would need to be able to, especially ones that were combinations of runes, you would need to be able to find each rune. I don't think you need to find the rune in this game, or you might need to find the rune, but you don't need to find the combinations to cast the spell. You can actually, if you know the combination beforehand, or if you just want to test them out, you can do it. And you can just kind of.
Oh, and then
it's
like
a little
it'll
bit
unlock
like
it for you. and be
yeah,
like,
it's
"Oh,
a
you
little
discovered
like
this."
Legend of Grimrock, in that way. If you play that game.
Do you actually do that in Legend of Grimrock with the sigils and stuff?
There's runes. You
Okay.
have actually you know all the runes starting out. It's just depending on your skill level and certain lines of casting, you're capped at certain like what spells you can cast.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like there's a whole bunch of fire spells,
Right.
but unless you're at a certain level of skill in the fire line, you can't cast a spell. It'll just say your fire skill's not high enough to cast this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's I really like those kind of old games like oh man, Ultima's probably one of my, that was the first role playing series I really got into.
Bob is
that's-
really
I've always
into
gotta-
Ultima.
Yeah, fucking love Ultima.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I played quite a few of the old games. I even played like the original one. It wasn't even called. I guess it's called Ultima Zero, or Akalabeth, which is kind of like a crazy ass dungeon crawler. It's like an isometric. It's a first person view, but it's got vector graphics. So there's like a line for like the corners of the room. Like it's a dungeon crawler. So they have like a line for the bottom of the floor, and then they have a line for the corners,
Right.
and they have lines for the tops and the bottoms of the walls, and they have like vector graphic enemies. They look like shit. They look like someone drew them in like MS Paint, but using the line tool, like just the line tool.
Like the old
There's
style,
no
like
rounded corners. There's nothing round.
the arcade style Star Wars game.
Exactly.
It was all that, which is fantastic. I personally will say that is one of the best Star Wars games ever made. Is that old flight simulator vector graphic? Star
Oh
Wars.
yeah. It was the trench
The
run.
green on black.
Yes.
Some of the Death Star, right? Is it the Death Star one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You start off. The first thing is you're zooming in. You're fighting TIE fighters, and then you do the trench run with the Death Star. But you have to fight.
Right.
You have to blow the towers away, and then you end up doing the trench run.
God.
Video
games.
I will still play that if there was an arcade around somewhere. So, of course, you were talking about. You ran through a bunch of games.
Thief
I'm sorry.
1? I think we were talking about
Thief
Thief
1
1 beforehand,
Yeah, Thief 1.
before we got derailed.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I've played even less of that one than I have Call of Cthulhu, so I'm still really only kind of like getting a taste for it.
Yeah. Well, when you finish it, you'll be just in time for when they come out with the new Thief game.
Yeah, Thief 4.
Hopefully.
Oh,
Thief 4.
God.
I mean, we haven't heard anything about that in a while. Though.
No, we haven't. But apparently,
Like 2 years.
it's still being made, and it's the same team that did Deus Ex: Human Revolution.
Ooh, really?
Yes. Same,
Oh, fuck
it's
yes.
the same studio.
Is it going to be
wanna-
released
in my-
by Square?
I
Square
don't know.
Enix?
I don't think it's. I don't recall. Maybe somebody in our chat over 4PP has that information. 4pp.tv, but I don't remember it has a publisher yet. But if Square Enix already did Human Revolution, I wouldn't be surprised if they, if they jumped on this. And I get, what, Square Enix, man, they're fucking surprising me lately. Like they have some really good games coming out. I mean, Human Revolution was great. Hitman Absolution looks like it's going to be fucking great. Tomb Raider, for whatever you say, I mean, so far it's actually looking pretty good from what we've been playing hands-on over at PAX. Like, I don't know, this seems like a studio that was kind of faltering for a long time, but is sort of coming back, and they're coming back by sort of expanding their game base.
Even their
you know?
little quicker moves, like picking up True Crime Hong Kong and then just flipping it around Sleeping Dog. Like that game was I did not think that was going to be any good at all. Like I thought it was just going to be shit, but it actually was.
Like I don't know if they had. I don't know if Square Enix has had a change in management or a change in heart, but they're making some, from what I would call for their sort of historical business model, some risky bets on some games and winning each time and coming out really well.
Yeah, they seem to be getting a little more aggressive, and it's paying off for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like from what I've understand, like when we were talking to the Square Enix PR guy at PAX East earlier this year about Sleeping Dogs in particular, they had different development. Like they would have people go and work with other teams.
Yeah.
So they would have their guys work with the Need for Speed guys on a racing game, and they had those same guys work on the car mechanics in Sleeping Dogs. They'd have their guys that they would have guys work with Rocksteady on Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and then they would have those guys come back and then work on the fighting mechanics in Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
So they've been having sort of the best people from their different studios go around and help everybody else make their games better.
Right, and kind of bring stuff back to their own projects. I mean, it shows all those different, the driving, the combat, all that stuff you talked about is really tight in that game.
It's not half-assed. It's actually really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really great. That's sort of a great holistic approach to sort of making games where, I mean, as a publisher to do that sort of thing, you see other publishers and they sort of instead they do the Microsoft model, which is let's make all of our development studios compete against each other. and see, and if one falls and fails, then the other ones will just get more of our money. You know what I mean?
I mean, like competition's good. Like that does foster like a sense of an attitude of constantly growing. But at the same time, there also has to be like some community too. There has to be a bit of sharing going on as well.
I think you're going to foster more growth if you take the best talent from different studios and spread that knowledge around to everybody.
Right,
and that's how
everyone benefits from that.
That's how you're going to get more innovation. I mean, if you look at, we saw some amazing things from the Fox engine this year at PAX, from Hideo Kojima. And I've read some articles with him where he said what they did is they actually came to America and came to American development studios and saw how they worked, saw how they made engines. I think he even went to Epic, possibly. Don't quote me on that, but they did tour around to see how they worked and what was their development structure like. What was their workflow like? And they took those lessons back to Japan and used those lessons to make their own engine, the Fox engine, which, it's freaking impressive. There's no way around it. So
it's called agile development.
Is that the technical name for it?
Well, it's
thank you, Bob, for the very nice, very nice. I don't know what we do without you, Bob. Very good.
That's just the current scheme of
Thank you for getting the Wikipedia beat for us.
Yeah, what is they used to call it? They used to have something else. It's just the current fad for development. Agile is just how you. A lot of companies are doing developing products, but there used to be something else. Jira, I think it was something else that people had. Jira development. Let me see. I'm googling this shit. Development.
Google it.
Is it Jira development? Yeah, Jira development. Oh, fuck. Jira from Gojira. Oh, maybe.
Gojira.
I don't actually know. Jira, I believe, is a bug tracker. Fuck me. So it's there are different development techniques that companies have been applying to developing products, especially if you're going to do consumer products.
Right.
And there's a lot of techniques that we've been developing in America specifically to rapidly turn around products in a given time frame. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of working smarter is kind of been the trend. Right. Using your time more wisely, focusing on the things that actually matter, and then actually using your time to fix those things, and then or create those things in a lot of cases, and then move on to other kind of less important tasks. Okay. And you kind of it's just a better ways of organization and kind of prioritizing tasks. In the past, there's been a lot of development companies that just are you go build this software, and the software can be just insanely huge. Where the fuck do you start? What's the most important thing do you do? Do you start on the engine and then you start optimizing the graphics? I mean, do you start working on combat systems? I mean, how do you divide up that labor, and then how do you prioritize it? And we've sort of, I know in the last, at least in my almost 7 years of working in the software industry, it's changed quite a few times in just those 7 years. People just rapidly changing how they develop software in general. I'm sure it's applied to games as well. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not surprised that Japan's coming over here and starting to see all this stuff and bring it back to them, since I guess stereotypically speaking, they're a lot of quagmired in tradition and maybe a little bit more conservative about adapting new policies like that. Right. Which is good to see, because it's certainly, I know many people have expressed the opinion that Japan studios and Japanese development itself has been stagnant, at least the past decade.
Yeah, I think we're starting to come out of that. I mean, look at titles.
Oh, it certainly does feel like it's coming out of it. They're efficient, incredibly efficient, but people have definitely expressed the opinion of stagnation.
Yeah. All right,
it's good. I'm glad, because they come up. There are some just amazing Japanese developed games that are still the best in the genre. They come out of Japan.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we can talk about what me and Bob didn't play. How about that?
Yes.
Does that sound like a good idea?
Yes. Why not?
All right,
everybody.
Another beer.
We will be back in about 10 minutes. Over at 4pp.tv. Cocktail time. You guys ready?
I'm digging your new age music.
Yeah, we love the new age music.
I'm just gonna do the rest of the show with the mask on.
All right. OC remix stuff. Always fun. You look good, Chris.
Yeah, right? I should just do this.
That's nice.
Hey, you totally don't look like you're gonna rape me.
He looks like he's in Slipknot.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh man. All right.
What are we doing?
We're supposed to talk about video games, I think.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. So Bob, what have you
We did that a little bit.
what have you not played?
I've not played video games. Yeah. God, what the fuck did I talk about?
Well, you've been playing.
Actually-
You told me you're playing a bunch of Darksiders, my friend.
Well, not a lot. I played maybe about like 40 minutes of it today.
Is that starting the first 40 minutes?
No. I've continued on playing. That's really creepy. Is that a guitar case with a mask on it?
Yeah.
That's fucking creepy. But the I played. The thing I played the most probably this week was Skyrim.
Oh, have you adopted children?
Dude, I don't even have any of the DLCs. I just been playing Skyrim.
I like to adopt little children. Skyrim.
No, nothing like that.
No.
That's too bad. What are you doing, Chris? You're falling over.
He's setting. I think he's setting up the mask
Oh,
to
nice.
sit in the back, so to watch
Oh, I see.
over his
You
shoulder.
Watch over his
while he's-
shoulder.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh Jesus, he's dropping.
Oh,
He's dropping
God.
everything. He's dropping everything.
Yes.
This fantastic podcasting you're watching. Watching. So you're playing some Skyrim. Have you not played
Well,
Skyrim?
Yes, I played Skyrim. I beat it like back in November, but
What are you
like I
doing?
keep
What
for
are
some
you
reason
doing
I
with your
went back
life?
to it. It's probably because I hadn't played a lot of the.
What are you
There's
doing?
a lot of main quests I hadn't been doing.
What are you doing with your life, Bob?
And I don't know. Like, I've been sick for the last week. I've been on and off sick, so I've just been like, I wanted to have something comforting.
Look at Chris's button. It's so nice. Look, that's a great shot.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
yes.
what's going on,
It's
good?
great TV.
Yeah, that's great. Brilliant TV.
But aside from like Skyrim, because I'm sure we've talked this game to death.
I don't think we've talked about Skyrim enough.
Really.
I mean, we should talk about it some more, maybe.
Need more
Well,
Skyrim.
I've been doing the Assassin's quest line, the Thieves quest line, the Companions quest line, and a bunch of the Daedra artifacts.
So you hadn't done that before.
Well, no, I hadn't done before. I've just pretty much with my first playthrough, I went main quest line, Mages College,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, the Winterhold.
Winterhold.
Winterhold,
I
yeah.
fucking love that quest line.
There's still a lot of really good. Like I can still go back to that game and keep playing through it, and like just having just different experiences and playing the different quest lines and random fucking quests you find. Like I found so many quests on my second playthrough that I never even knew existed in the first playthrough.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it has a great radiant quest system where you can just be out doing stuff and stuff will happen to you. You know, it's pretty.
It's weird.
pretty natural.
It's a lot of fun.
It's
It's great. It's one of those games that I think I'll probably still be playing, like going back to play in 5 years.
Oh no, definitely. Well, then you'll be playing Fallout 4 next to Elder Scroll or
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fallout
Elder
4.
Scrolls 6.
Elder Scroll 6. You know,
Wait,
it's
is Skyrim 5?
very nice.
No, wait.
Is that a
but
cowboy hat on the?
Hell yeah.
It's not.
You're,
Yeah.
you're such a cowboy, Chris. How do the American Texans feel that you have a British flag up in there?
How do the Americans feel about me having a British flag?
Texans.
Texans? Oh, nobody knows. Nobody comes in here.
Now they know.
It's dark.
Oh my god.
Just
I'm the only person that's ever seen this room before tonight, I guess.
now
Oh,
everyone.
now
Now
all the bitches I've been fucking.
Yes, all of them.
all them. Yeah.
The other thing I've been playing is. Oh no. I lost it. I played something else, for fuck's sake. Played some Darksiders today. Oh, Planetside 2.
Oh,
The
you know
NDA is
what?
up on
Let's
that.
you know
Talk
what?
about that.
Let's talk about some Planetside. Wait, can we talk? Oh, the NDA was
Yeah,
lifted,
the NDA is
so-
up. Yeah, we can actually broadcast it now.
the NDA was lifted. So yeah, I played a bunch of Planetside as well. Planetside 2. And I'll tell you what, I was a PC gamer for a really long time, and then I stopped being PC gamer, and I've been doing primarily consoles. PC gaming is really, really fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like,
Well, okay, so
I'm
for
no longer-
Darksiders 2 and for Skyrim and Darksiders 2, I've been using a gamepad at my
Yeah.
PC.
yeah.
It's just not
You can't. Is
done
that,
with the keyboard mouse.
is that an option for Planetside
It hurts
2?
after a while. I don't know. Is it? Like most modern games use gamepads, but like Darksiders 2 on my PC, I'm running it at 1080, and like everything's kind of like a really nice upraised, really smooth. Like the texture's actually really nice. Like it looks great. It's on the PC, so it's like having a next gen console. It's wonderful. But I think most modern games now at least support a gamepad. I know all the Batman games have, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Darksiders 2 does it, obviously. Skyrim did it. Like pretty much any game you have on there. I'm pretty sure with the dogs.
Sleeping dogs?
Yeah, where they're sleeping.
The one that the sleeping the dogs and they're sleeping.
Yeah. That's got a gamepad
Yeah. But
ability
it's
on it as
not
well.
even, I think we talked about this a little bit at one point on an earlier show. It's also the fact that, my computer area is like my work area, and my computer,
True, yeah.
my computer desk and my computer chair are not the most comfortable things in the world, especially not, put next to,
mine's
like,
comfortable.
at least not put next to like my 5.1 surround sound with the couch and the television. So just sitting there trying to play Planetside in that environment is just so uncomfortable and not gamey to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled. That's what it is. And I guess
Yeah,
that's
when
what
you get used to it, it's pretty nice to have that.
what happens when you try to play video games using office equipment.
Yeah, like having a 40-inch TV, just a big ass TV sitting there and just playing your games on it, just lounging on your couch, just full back sprawl, and you just go,
Yeah.
these controller video games.
Yeah.
Compared to sitting at your computer desk with a mouse and keyboard.
Right.
Though I gotta say the precision of the mouse is just so much more better than trying to use an analog stick for shooters.
Yeah,
for me,
no,
at
I'd
least.
say that. I'd say that too. I will say this: the precision. There's more precision with the mouse, but it feels better with a gamepad. Like, it feels like I'm actually like using a gun because at least I'm hitting a trigger.
That's true.
It's like whereas a mouse, I just kind of feel like
You're just point and clicking someone to death.
It feels like I'm playing a point and click adventure game in 3D.
Point and click to die.
Point and click to die.
God. Keyboard and mouse, you might as well be word processing. Jeez,
Yeah.
there's no soul to that experience.
I hate to say it, but I kind of agree with that, Chris. I don't know. And I used to be a hardcore PC gamer, and I just can't.
Yeah.
But anyway, that aside, Planetside 2 is actually pretty great. It's still,
Have you been having a lot of fun with it? Because I don't know, I haven't had too much success with it so far.
too much success with it? What does that mean?
Like for me, like joining on a server, always outnumbered. Always significantly outnumbered.
You're playing TO, right?
Yeah,
That's because we haven't yet pulled in the heathens and brought them to our side. Well, we realize that.
I know. Yeah, but they've
been brainwashed by the Vanu.
Exactly.
Oh, they're damn hippies, like the other ones, the blue bastards.
New conglomerate.
The new conglomerate. They haven't seen the way. Once they see the way, our numbers shall rise.
Yes. Well, it's like any of those games. Like I think I actually had a hard time telling like which of the players were on my team. Like I kept shooting my own guys or like not shooting the other guys because I didn't know if they're on my team or not. Just because like the only differentiation is the colors of their uniform, and a lot of times like from a lot of far away, I can't tell if you're wearing like red on your armor or blue on your armor from a good distance when you're hiding behind a barricade when I can actually get a shot on you before you actually hit me.
I thought don't all your teammates have a little green thing over them?
But it's too small for me to tell. This one's toothpaste.
Oh, you're doing
toothpaste is not bad.
They shall know.
Yeah, I had a booger earlier.
Wait, I mean, is there friendly fire?
Yeah.
Like, are you?
There is friendly fire.
No. Is there?
So like when you're fucking up and you're shooting these guys, you're actually like killing.
Well, I'm trying not to do that.
You can get team kills. So we're basically
Yeah,
saying
like,
that Bob is really shitty at Planetside too.
I always like operate under the premise that I can do damage to my fellows. So like I try not to shoot them, But the thing is, like, sometimes I don't see the little arrow icon saying, "Hey, this is your teammate" or whatever, and I'm just like, do I shoot him? Do I not? Like, I hesitate, and then like that hesitation in a first-person shooter is enough
That's the
to get me
hesitation
killed.
that gets you.
Okay, this is either licorice or skunk.
I think we lost Chris, and he's stuck in that phase.
Oh God, I think I.
We did lose Chris, and now his face is stuck like that.
I can't tell if this is skunk or licorice.
You're eating skunk, and Chris looks like Dick Cheney, right there. He's stuck.
It's not like so much skunk as like it's like old man butthole.
Oh wow, that's. See, this is why. Look what just happened. You ate that. Chris is stuck. We've lost Chris, and now we're stuck with him looking like that, like he had a stroke. There he goes. Now he's gone.
I'm gonna eat the toothpaste.
All right, we're gonna wait
Ah.
till I can get you up. Let's see if I can do this. Nah, I see you're all messed up. We gotta get Chris back.
Yeah, I agree with Jeremy with our J52. Like it's like failed attempt at coffee. It's coffee that's just like
Oh, that works. There we go.
it's coffee, but it's like a little bit like there's some kind of excrement on it.
Right.
It's got a little kind of poopy taste to it. Oh, because I know Jeremy had a couple of these at the meetup. We actually have videos of that of all the community members in the meetup eating these, except Joseph because he's a pussy and ran away.
I did not do it. I got a text from Chris. He said his computer shut off for no reason. So I'm wondering if he overheated. How you doing, Bob?
I'm
you're
on
between.
two
You're
windows.
between the.
I'm
the
between
things.
worlds.
You're between worlds.
Oh!
Oh.
Let's tell ghost stories.
I was between worlds once. I hit my head on the counter and I fell over. I was in a stupor for a week. They found me in West Virginia.
What? All right. So we're gonna wait for Chris. Have you played anything? I should fix these windows here because we can't be having this.
Oh, you're gonna set up a new presentation.
There we
So
go.
this one's either
I just got
pear,
me on one side. We'll
So
just
the-
do that.
it's either pear or booger. I think if I shove it up my nose, it might actually improve.
I don't think you should do that.
Oh God, all these fucking are booger.
See, this is why I don't
That's
play.
booger.
This is why I do not play this game. I don't like to eat things.
Well, the thing is,
I
like
don't
the
know
booger,
what they are.
booger tastes more like pepper. Actually, I don't know why.
Maybe. I just don't like to eat things I don't know what they are.
They cut my beard and forced me to eat it.
Wait, this one's buttered popcorn or rotten egg?
Oh, this is gonna be bad. I would think if it was rotten. Oh no, that'd be rotten.
They cut my beard and forced me to eat
Why? See, this is why I don't do this. This is why I do not play this game. Everyone calls me a fool,
Oh God, that one's really bad.
and they call me a pussy. But I
Oh
will
my
not.
God.
This is why I don't do it.
It's rotten egg.
Do you want to
I think
take?
Hey, my problem was that I chewed it on it a bit, and then it coated my tongue before I realized it was rotten egg.
Oh, so then
and,
you were
and
stuck,
then I inhaled. Oh my God.
and you were stuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Tara came in because she thought I was vomiting. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Oh, man. That really put me off. I don't know if I get the rest. Like, rotten egg is really bad.
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's a surprise to you, like rotten egg tastes terrible. I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God, it's
still there. It's gonna be with you. It's gonna be with you all day tomorrow. You're gonna be at work, and that's all you're gonna do. You might as well do another shot.
Was vomit bad? Was vomit bad? Let me see if I can find another one of the that says vomit.
You don't want to do this.
I'm trying to find a barf. There we go. I can probably find one. Oh, I found one.
Oh God,
Was barf real bad? It's either barf or peach. So I think there's.
this is terrible.
I'm trying to find dog food. Carlos, let me see.
Isn't like dog food like something else? Do we need like some like theme music here? See, it's scary that you can't tell the difference between peach and vomit. I agree. Fuzzy Dude over at our chat at 4pp.tv watching live is saying, why would anyone even try these? Why? And I agree. I agree completely.
Peach. Yeah.
Thank
No,
God.
no. Oh.
Thank God.
All right, let me see if I can find. Well, we got another red one.
Video games.
Should I,
Video games.
God, what the fuck else have I played? Well, Dust 541, but I can't talk about that. I got in the beta, but there's an NDA on that shit.
Oh, the Dust 514. Yeah.
Is it 514 or 541? I can't remember. I'm just
514.
Yeah, whatever. Same one.
Yeah, so there's an NDA, so we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Because I'd have a lot of things to say, but I can't say if they're good or not.
I know. I have a lot of things to say about the game, but I really can't say anything.
So stay tuned for when that NDA gets listed, and we'll talk about it.
God damn it, I have more games.
You must have played something.
I played other things. Let me look around to see if I played.
You know, it's
anything.
tough. It's tough when you come back from PAX because
There's so much shit at PAX. Like we played so many games at PAX that I don't even think I really talked enough about. Like is it Quadrilateral Cowboy?
quadrilegic cowboy.
Quadriplegic Cowboy.
Quadriplegic cowboy. That's what I like to call it.
Quadriplegic Cowboy.
Quadriplegic cowboy is the saddest cowboy there is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I probably talked a bit about it on the podcast. I know Brad was really hyping it up. He got one of our nominees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think everybody knows what the awards went out to.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do a article about that, but I got sidetracked with other things. We can still do that this week.
Yeah, well, we can do it right now. So the State of Decay got the nominee.
A nominee.
Quadrilateral Cowboy
Right.
got a nominee. Joust, they got a nominee or no?
No, we didn't.
Because we didn't really know if it was a game or not, or video game.
We couldn't decide it was a video game, and then they didn't have any, like, they didn't have any name, or they didn't really have any.
Okay. So Joust had a little panel that said, it said the booth number and it said Joust on it.
Right.
It was probably about maybe 5 by 5 inches, and it was up against like one of those. It was up on the wall, but the wall was like one of those walls that you kind of it's like a garage door, but you lift it up and it's like one of those kind of steel plate walls that kind of folds back in. Mm-hmm. And that was their booth.
That was it, yeah.
Like that was the presentation. It was just this tiny little ass like little plaque.
They probably
that was
didn't
stuck to it.
They probably didn't have the money. I mean, it's probably
probably not.
one guy.
Yeah.
They probably were like, well, okay, we'll give you $500 and just let us put a plaque on the wall and we'll stand in one spot. That's probably how that went down, actually.
Yeah.
So
what was it? Was
and then it was Super Team Force is what we ended up doing.
Super Time Force.
Super Time Force.
So we was 3 nominees. So I guess it was State of Decay, Quadrilateral Cowboy, Super Time Force.
Right.
Which I'm glad you guys finally got to play because I was playing that at PAX East and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Fucking awesome. And then the winner went to XCOM.
XCOM, that's right. Which was a fantastic strategy RTS.
It's the first one I've seen done right on consoles.
Yeah. No, it really is. Yeah.
Really is. I'm kind of disappointed that they're probably not going to have the special unit they showed us during the demo.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you tell the good people about the special
I can't remember his name. I just based on it. I knew it, but I can't remember what it is.
Sid Meier.
Sid Meier, yeah.
So basically, in the demo they showed us behind closed doors is this alpha team. This one team goes, let's call it a beta team, goes in and they get wiped out. So this alpha team has to be sent in to clean them up, and the leader of the alpha team is Sid Meier. It's actually Sid Meier's face.
It's Sid Meier. It's creepy because it's like Sid Meier and then just a ripped dude.
Yeah, it's like someone took Sid Meier's
that.
head and cut it off and then reattached it to a bodybuilder.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
Well, it's funny because he's an older gentleman.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, and he's not exactly that fit. So it was weird.
Yeah.
But it's definitely great. Like I really like the idea of the having I can get behind having that game on a console versus PC.
Well, yeah.
Just because like I like the console experience.
Well, what we were talking about before.
Exactly, like the console experience of just putting a disc in. I mean, fuck Sony. Like, all right. So one complaint I recently installed a beta. I'm not going to say which.
Mm-hmm.
I downloaded I think it was a 1.9 gigabyte download to download the beta. And when I started the beta game, it was a beta that actually recently came out that a couple of us are on. There was a 2.7 gigabyte patch.
Right.
So I had just downloaded this fucking beta.
Uh-huh.
Waited about 40 minutes to download this thing, or about an hour or so, because my internet's decent enough to get several gigabytes within an hour or so. And then I had to patch the fucker for almost twice as long.
Well, you know what's funny?
Why didn't I just download
The patch.
the most recent version?
Right. Because it's Sony.
Why?
Because it's Sony. And here's my experience. When I first turned on my PS3, I had a 1.5 gig update to the PlayStation itself before I could download the beta, and then download the patch for the beta, which was bigger than the original beta was.
Yeah, my suspicion is that the reason why it's so slow to download these, because things on the PlayStation Network are pretty fucking slow. Mm-hmm. And my suspicion is that it's because they're so miserly on space. Mm-hmm. They're not going to put the latest version for you there to download when you actually turn on the fucking console. That everybody's constantly downloading updates.
Right.
That it fucking bogs down the network.
Because everything is updating constantly.
Everything's deltas.
And then you have to include the PS Vita, which is constantly updated as well.
Oh, yeah. No, it's bad. It's like, really, you should, when you download something new, you should always download the latest version. Yeah. That is just a fucking no-brainer.
Right.
And this is something I fucking pray they fix in the next version of the system. If the PS4 doesn't have this, I have no faith in Sony.
Will have what?
The fact that you can download something and then have to instantly patch it.
Oh.
Well, you should always download the latest version.
Right.
Like, I can understand with certain games being the massively multiplayer nature, that when you download it, then because they don't want to have to constantly approve patches through Sony, their own client updates its own software. Mm-hmm. That's understandable. But when you download something from the store and then have to apply for the patch from the store at the same time, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's retarded. That's so remedial.
Yeah.
Like, and it's such a waste of time and bandwidth that I can't even believe that these people even have this shit.
Yeah.
Like, set up as it is. It's just mind-bogglingly stupid in every single fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have it this way.
And nothing, and I don't know, because Sony's online offering is completely fucked up.
Yeah,
for the most part it is. I mean, the counter to that is, it's been free for so long, and probably part of the problem. Quick update: Chris won't be back. His computer is vomiting continuously.
Sparks. Oh god.
There's sparks flying out. He's on fire. He's running around. He took some time out from punching his own head to set out to put out the fire in his hair, just to text me to let me know, which is nice of him.
I think the cock part of the tail time was too big for Chris's computer.
Now the computer can't handle the tail.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely not.
He's like, oh yes.
So what are we gonna fucking do for another half hour?
I don't know. We can talk about Sony's online sucking.
Yes. Well, did you hear that the apparently there's some recent news about the Microsoft next gen console, which I think was slated for the end of 2013.
Right.
So they at least believe that 2013 is coming. So the world's not ending with 2012.
That's true.
We actually have a company that believes that it's going to continue on to the next year.
That's right. And since Microsoft believes it, then we know it's true.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We can follow behind Microsoft because at least their online support is not shit.
Exactly. For the most part, Well, it's that their online offering is not. Their support is not shit. It's just they offer so much shit online. Is how they have.
Oh yeah.
And so I mean, it's like I said. I know where they're going with this, and they want to become the entertainment center of your living room. But it's like when I start up my Xbox and my dashboard, I just want to see like the games I've been playing.
I just want to play games. I don't want political ads. I don't want all this other bullshit.
I can almost, I don't mind the ads so much because it's sort of like
I ignore them. Yeah,
they're in the background to me. Ads on the internet are they're like invisible to me. So when people complain about ads, I'm like, oh really? You notice that shit? That's so strange because I just don't. So I don't really mind having, even though I pay for Xbox Live, I personally don't give a fuck if there's like one of the little squares is an ad. It's so unobtrusive that I don't even notice it. What I do mind is that when I go to Quick Play and it takes a minute and a half for my games to show up.
Yeah,
because that's not quick. The idea is Quick Play. I go and there it is. You know what I want? That in that big center block, I want that to be the last game I played, so I can just hit it right away.
Well, yeah, I guess it's traditionally because it was a console not centered around digital titles. It's always what's in your disc tray.
Yeah,
it's not the last game you played necessarily. It's what's ever loaded in your disc. And a lot of times, you actually buy games digitally. I mean, seriously, this actually happens this day and age. Like,
well, they wanted to have even more.
Oh, it's cheap. The thing is, it's cheaper for distributors to just sell digitally because you don't have to print that shit. You don't have to mail it. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of distribution costs is almost nothing. It's just paying for bandwidth. So not promoting this shit is just stupid. Yeah. It's better to sell a digital copy.
It has me interested to see what the next offering is going to be for the whole Xbox thing. I will say this: I don't mind some of it because I do. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm sort of a political junkie. I like watching MSNBC and Hardball and Rachel Maddow and all that kind of stuff, and CNN. But at least I can watch MSNBC and Hardball stuff on my Xbox 360, which is pretty neat, I think. And it's free. It's included.
Oh really?
Yeah, you don't have to pay extra for it, which is kind of nice. And I like a lot of times.
Well, is it extra? As in, it's part of your Xbox Live Gold.
It's part of my. Well, I've always had gold, so I don't know if it's.
I think it's part of gold.
It's part of gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like Netflix or Hulu that I have to pay extra for that.
Right.
Which I think is ridiculous. If I'm paying, for Xbox Live Gold, I should be getting Hulu for fucking free. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, that's not coconut. That's baby wipes.
That's baby wipes.
But it's still good. Yeah.
You like the baby wipes?
Oh, it's kind of sweet.
Makes it feel good.
It's got a very cleansing feeling on my mouth.
All right. I despise anything having to do with babies.
Well, the thing is, at least, it's not used to baby wipes.
That's true.
That could be way worse.
Oh, that could be. I'm surprised they didn't go there. Once again, this whole thing is all you guys. I want absolutely nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna find some terrible ones and mail them to you.
I won't do it. I would lie to you. I'd lie through my teeth. I'd go, I totally did that.
They're totally gross.
Gross.
No, look, you'd buy regular jelly beans and just eat them. You're like, this is terrible.
Oh god, it's leprosy. Oh, how do they even know what that tastes like?
It tastes like limbs falling out. What is this? Caramel corn or moldy cheese? Oh god, I'm not gonna eat that. But the thing with the new Xboxes is that there was apparently some issues with the chipset, the CPUs.
Oh,
there's some kind of problems with them. Yeah, the new ones for the new Xboxes.
Where did you hear this? Where are you getting your information from?
Next gen Xbox chipset issues. I'm googling right now.
Yeah, this is actually interesting news because this will affect.
I heard this in the past year. Oban, I think is what it's called. They ran into some problems with it. I don't know if it was part of the manufacturing problems or if it was actually issues with the chipset, either being really low quality or just not having the output.
Microsoft is going to be very careful because they do not want to go through another failure episode like they did with the.
Oh God, with the red rings, yeah, that was pretty bad.
They're not, and that not only because of the bad PR that something like that gives, but it became exceptionally expensive for them because they basically gave everyone a free 3-year warranty and said if it's broken, mail it back and we'll fix it and send it back to you.
And I'm sure they lost a lot of money on that.
Oh, they did, and they were losing money on Xboxes to begin with. and then they have to pay for getting all these Xboxes fixed. So believe me, they did the right thing in that situation, but they certainly were going to learn from it.
Ooh, okay. Now I know what's going on. So basically, when you print a chip, it's printed on what they call a silicon wafer.
Yeah, the green stuff.
Yeah.
I know something.
The green stuff.
I know something.
Yay!
The green stuff.
So they're called wafers, and they do a lithium. I think it's
on the green stuff.
It's fucking called. I used to know what it's called. But basically, they do a print on these wafers, where they'll actually print on the chipset on there.
Right.
And that's typically what happens with your processors. They'll go through and they'll start printing these chips, and they print on the circuitry. So they'll actually like.
I've seen it done.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
just goes
and
down.
they'll kind of shoot those out. And what some people may not know is some of these chipsets, these chips that come out are better than others based on the type of manufacturer, like just the circumstances they were pressed.
Okay.
Like you can have the same material, same pattern, and then just have it print differently every single time.
Is this due to like the machinery, or is it due to?
Either due to machinery, either due to some external circumstances. It could be due to temperature. It could be due to the weather.
Right.
Like there's a lot of extenuating circumstances that can affect these chips.
Right.
And apparently, Intel does this every time. Like they'll have one type of chipset for their CPUs, but ones that got printed just right will actually be able to run faster and cooler than others.
I see.
Then they'll run a benchmark on these and be like, okay, these are the more expensive chips because these can actually run at a higher clock speed.
So they find out after the fact.
Yeah, it's an after effect deal.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which is it's kind of neat because like they're getting to the point where they can only print the lines. Like if you can only print because basically a chip is just these tiny little wires.
Yeah,
and they're
through the green
printing
stuff.
these things on. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're actually using light to print these things,
Wow.
but they're hitting the limit as to how much because light travels like both a beam and a
wave.
wave. It's a particle and a wave. Particle and a wave.
See, I wish I had it. The more you know sound effect. This is why I need to expand my library.
So when you have like a line on a layout for a chip, and you shine light through there,
Right.
It's hitting the point where the light is too big to actually differentiate between two lines.
Okay.
So we're getting to that small. Like that's a physical limitation. That's a physics limitation.
Right.
And what happens with these chips? Like sometimes they're printed correctly, sometimes they're printed very poorly, and apparently the new chipset for the Microsoft one is such a low yield of having actually usable chips that they're running into delay problems. They may be delayed because of this printing process.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you get around that? You just use a better subcon? Is like the lowest bidder and they just fucked up?
It could be either the facility. It could be the tools. It could be the materials. Like, there's a lot of factors that kind of fall into this.
Basically, a subcontractor fucked up.
It could be. Yeah. It could also be the design and the layout of the chipset. Like, they're just trying to fit too much in one area.
Right.
It could easily be the design of the chip. Like, they may just need to go with a different design to be able to kind of produce them at a higher yield.
So something like this could potentially push the Xbox 360.
That's the speculation right now. It's pushing it.
2014.
It's for tentatively. It's for 2013. I think I read somewhere that it's an end of the year 2013.
Well, like holiday.
Q3, Q4.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because there was an article recently where Michael Pachter was talking about how he thought that the 360 or the next Xbox would be shot off to 2014.
Yeah.
So maybe that's related.
I'm really excited to I kind of speculated a little early for this year being the announcement for all the next gen consoles.
I think we all came to that conclusion after a while.
Yeah, because basically it's become very blatantly obvious that PCs are the next gen right now.
Yeah, PCs are.
Yeah, they've completely caught up and surpassed consoles by far.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah,
especially with
at least like 2 years ago.
Especially with Unreal 4 tech now hitting.
It's absolutely.
It's definitely. I mean, Unreal 4 is I think the first real touch of next gen that we're getting.
So I think that really
like Crytek and stuff like that.
This coming year into 2013 probably I would assume either depends on how quickly they want to jump the gun. I think we can see maybe a release or at least announcements coming out in PAX East at earliest.
Oh, I don't even think that. I think
Or E3. I think it's probably gonna be E3.
I think E3 is when we're going to see the announcements happen. And
well, they'll probably have playables at E3 for the next gen consoles.
Oh, I don't know about playables.
If they're gonna ship them in the fall, they better have a playable then.
Maybe. I can't.
They have better have a playable
No,
if
they
they're going to ship in
can't.
the fall because they need to have development kits out there.
Well, I know, well, there already are development. Durango's already out there as a development kit. But the thing is,
It's a PC.
of course, all development kits are PCs.
Not always.
Oh yeah, but this is what it is.
Xbox 360 kits are not.
Not anymore. But what were they at the beginning?
Not really. I think they were because I remember seeing a Xbox 3D or Xbox 360 dev kit, and it was actually it was a fatty Xbox 360.
Oh, okay.
It was not a PC.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It also depends on when of the conferences, because you can't have like an next gen Xbox on the show floor and then a day later have the Xbox conference. But the Xbox usually has their conference on the Saturday before, or Sunday before.
Yeah, I can see it for being an A3 announcement, but probably not for a PAX.
Not PAX. No. If they did, I wouldn't be completely surprised, because if anyone is good at keeping a secret, Microsoft is really good at that shit. I mean, I was convinced of that last E3, not last E3, the E3 before that, when they announced the Xbox 360 Slim and said, you want to know when it'll be out there? Like, it's on the trucks to the stores now. It'll be available tomorrow.
Yeah. They're
It's
really good at keeping a secret.
like, holy shit, tomorrow? That's because they fire and blacklist from the entire industry anyone who leaks, pretty much.
Oh God.
What did you do? What did you do? That's wonderful, Bob.
Smell it. Smell it. Just smell it. Just smell it.
Very nice.
Just smell it.
Very good.
Just.
Bob. Very
I've
nice.
had this in my mouth. You just need to smell it.
Very nice.
Tara, smell it. Tara, smell it. Tara, smell it. Tara, smell it. I'm gonna keep this one
What are
around.
you doing to the girl?
No, this was another rotten egg.
Oh,
This
okay.
is. I don't know. This is yellow. I don't know what that is.
We don't.
Oh
we
my
don't
God.
need to do that. We don't need to do
Oh,
that.
was this a rotten egg or moldy cheese? I can't tell. Ah. That's terrible.
Oh my God. So, if you play,
Oh God, that was moldy cheese. That was rotten egg. Oh God, they're so close. Oh God.
the terrible idea.
Oh.
It's a terrible idea. This is why. This is why I don't do this.
All right, I need to find I'm gonna find the brown one.
Why I don't do. What is the brown one, for God's sakes?
Dog food, but I don't know. I think we ate all the dog
See,
food.
I don't
ones.
think, for some reason, I think dog food wouldn't be so bad.
The thing is, like, dog food actually smells bad.
When I was a little kid, I used to eat dog biscuits for fun.
No, this is like canned dog food.
But see, old people eat that, so that should be
Right, it's
fun.
dog food. What old people eat? No,
Old,
just if you're a
poor-
horrible person.
Old poor people eat dog food and cat food, don't they? In our beautiful America.
Right. I don't have
Those
I don't have a
You're
dog.
just getting rid of. Oh, it's getting ready for old age, Bob. Oh,
I don't have any more
I
teeth,
like-
so I'm gonna eat.
oh, I like the kind that makes its own gravy. Makes me make gravy. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was up.
That was jam.
Jam.
I don't think we actually had any centipede in this one. That's sad. That's depressing.
Get ready. Ready for your Medicare. Runs
Oh,
out. Runs out.
I like the pedigree.
So, let's talk about that. What are you looking forward to coming up, game-wise? How you feel about Borderlands 2? Let's have a conversation about this, because
have we talked about it much? Like, I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think we've talked about Borderlands 2 very much on this podcast. We might have talked about playing it at the E3s and whatnot during the E3 podcast. So
Played it during that PAX East.
And at PAX East. I'm gonna play it day one probably. We'll see about review copies and stuff, but
I'm iffy.
depends on that. But it's so much like Borderlands 1, and I haven't been given a definitive answer about what makes Borderlands 2 a true sequel to Borderlands 1. What I mean,
Why is it a sequel, not an expansion?
more guns is not an appropriate answer.
No.
That's like saying, that's like saying,
Different classes, different abilities.
there's different classes, there's different abilities. Okay,
Iffy.
those
I mean,
could be
but that could be an expansion.
those
so.
can be added as DLC.
Oh yeah.
know?
If you look at like Diablo.
Soul Glove says there's a 2 in front of it.
There's
Boom.
two in
That
front
makes it
of it,
different.
or two at the end of it.
Technically at the end, but we'll let Soul Glove over at 4pp.tv slide on that one. But here's my thing. I want two things from Borderlands 2. One of these things I know I'm not getting. One thing I want is I want a completely open, seamless world. I don't want loading screens. I don't want the open world to be sectional. You know, I want it to have this complete open world. I want to get into a car and drive from one end to the other. That's what I want, number one. Number two, which is something I'm not getting, and this is actually something that was brought up by Brad Simons during the main podcast, and I completely agree with him on, is that I want armor pieces. I want more stuff to find. I want more loot. You know, they say it's a loot.
I think there's more like a character loot instead of just being guns.
Is there? Because they say it's a loot-based game, but you know that's like saying, you know, like the Apple Store is a food-based store. It's like, well, you just have apples. You know, I want more than just guns. I want, you know, his idea was the fact that with armor pieces, you can make a character who's completely devoted to doing one thing and doing one thing very well. Like a lot of the guns have things like, are you all right there, Bob?
I was.
All right. No, what did you do?
I was booger.
Oh God.
I haven't had a peach yet.
I don't.
Or pear.
Maybe there is no
supposed to be
peach.
just a pear.
Maybe there is no peach. It's been a lie. It's been a horrible,
I've got
damnable
one last
lie.
left. I'm gonna see if it's.
Let's just do it.
Oh.
Yeah, very nice, man. Very nice. Very good. I'm gonna overuse. So I was saying. You're right. You might as well do it over shot to get rid of the flavor.
Terry, get me something to wash down the flavor.
What I'm saying is you need to do one of your horrible, awful shots to get rid of
horrible shots.
One of the flavors of the bamboozle. I think if you took like another hot Mexican hooker, it'd be better.
I don't have a hot Mexican hooker though.
No. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that would be better. That would be better, or just do that. So I don't know. I'm really apprehensive about Borderlands 2. I've played a bunch of it and it felt like playing
More
Borderlands.
the same. Like that's really, to me, it's just more of the same.
It's it felt exactly the same.
It's more the same, and like there has to be something significantly different that makes me want to get back into the game. Like other than the world and the story are kind of interesting, but everything I played at the expos, there's no inkling of story. Nothing. No story at all.
Well, I think maybe that's demoing poorly because I'm pretty sure there's a pretty big story with a lot more like written, like spoken dialogue.
Yeah, absolutely. That might actually pull me in.
Yeah.
Because it's like most of the expo stuff has been like, all right, you're in these caves, go. And it's like,
yeah.
Okay. I mean,
yeah. No, I think I'm pretty sure there's a much more of a story. And like your sort of like your hub town is much more alive. They've done a lot of work with that.
Okay.
I think it's just a lot of the gameplay mechanics. I was hoping for a little bit more. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool armor pieces. True. You know, I still want to see what they're going to do with vehicles. I mean, in the first demo we saw with the wub 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 demo, like they showed a flying vehicle. Yeah, that kind of thing. They showed
flying vehicles.
They showed a flying vehicle, but I haven't seen it since. So I don't know if that was just something that inserted the characters, or if that was player controlled, or what. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they really haven't showed much other than just like the very generic Borderlands 2 type, you know, running around, firing guns, killing things, kind of thing. It's like that's all the demos I've seen. It's just them running around, firing guns.
Right. I mean,
I
mean, Delago just said, and I knew this was that Anthony Birch wrote the story. So you don't know who that is, do you?
I do.
Oh, okay. You looked at me like you didn't know.
No, I was trying to get fucking booger out of my teeth.
How cliche during a video game podcast. You know, sitting there eating your own boogers. Jesus.
Hey guys, I like Borderlands 2.
Wow, I wish they had more armor pieces.
I'm gonna save this one for later.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else you want to add? It's 10 to 8. We lost Chris. It's a very sad time. I think we destroyed his computer.
What was your best pack story?
My best pack story?
Yeah, best story or moment.
Probably doing my show floor interview thing with all the people. That was nice.
Weird.
That was nice. If people want to see some of that, there's a video on YouTube. If someone in chat can put the link for the Joseph Does Packs video into chat, that'd be fantastic. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun. We almost got kicked out of the Sony booth.
Yep.
I made out with a dinosaur, a skeletal dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to the Firefall guys, a bunch of other people. I found out that Dead Space 2 is exactly like Blade Runner.
Exactly.
Exactly, which I didn't realize that until I was told. And I was like, I guess I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I kind of like the running around doing things and talking to people. I think, media outlets and video game outlets in general kind of talk to the developers and the publishers and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But
Right.
I think talking to the gamers and stuff and the people around is kind of. I had more fun talking to them than I had talking to almost anybody.
Well, they have the most candid opinions out of everyone.
Yeah, them, and I really enjoy talking to Sebastian Reichard from Dead Island.
Oh yeah,
He was a really nice guy, and he was very cool. And he sort of,
he was great.
I think he
From
appreciated
everything I saw.
Yeah, I think he sort of appreciated our zany approach, and he was kind of just a goofy, jolly kind of dude.
Oh
so,
yeah,
he seemed like a humorous person, and I can definitely. It's funny, after talking to him personally, I have a better sense of why there's some of that zaniness in Dead Island there.
yeah.
I can definitely see where he's coming from with that, and them basically saying that if they ever have to make a choice between realism and fun, they always go toward fun, which is kind of fun, which is kind of good.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's there's a lot of people who probably don't realize, but there's a lot of moments in that video that we cut.
Yeah, that video.
Because they were painfully awkward, or just people got pissed.
Who got pissed that we cut? What was really awkward? I don't remember.
Terry, do you remember who got pissed and
there was the chick in
the Sony
fatigues,
and what?
in Army Fatigue.
Army fatigue? You never interview someone in Army fatigue?
What was those, War Games or
It was a War Games. Oh, was it the one video game that's been there every fucking year?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
End of Nations.
End of Nations. Yeah, no, she was kind of pissed at you.
What did I say exactly?
I can't remember
It
really.
was something horrible.
Why the fuck is this game still here?
Oh, I think
Something like
I said,
that.
is it even out yet? What are you doing? Or something like that. Oh,
Yeah.
and you cut out the part of me interviewing the dad with his sleeping baby in the Halo 4 line.
Oh yeah, no, I really don't think he appreciated that. Some of these things we cut because we figured that the people would be very upset.
You didn't think he wanted me interviewing his baby?
Probably not. I would assume.
So people at home, I try to. There was his father online with his sleeping baby on Halo 4, and I went up to him, and the basic gist was I was like, what are you doing to your poor child on the Halo 4 line that he's been here for 8 hours sleeping? It was something like that.
Yeah,
I
can see
thought-
why he'd be pissed off.
I thought he was good natured.
Was he? Yeah, I can't remember anymore. I remember seeing the mother and just her being just fucking furious during that entire thing.
Was she? I didn't even.
Yeah, no,
notice
you
it.
didn't see her because you were interviewing the dad, but the mom was just like, "Brr." I don't know what the fuck is this guy doing.
And then I found $1 and I tried to give it to a small boy and he ran away.
Yeah, I remember that. The kid ran away from you. That was the first thing you did. We hit the floor and then you're like, "Hey kid, you want $1?"
I got some beers I need to check out. Why don't you come to my ranch?
This is a very young pale ale. I want to try with you. You want $1?
I like a young pale ale sometimes. It's nice and nutty. I like the nuts in my mouth.
All right. Well, that was a good time. We'll be doing that. We'll be doing that again next year, I think.
Yeah, hopefully. I guess PAX East.
Yeah, I think we're making the plans to go to PAX East. At least definitely Bob and I are. There'll probably be more people. Maybe Nick. Maybe Brad. We'll see. It's
Maybe, yeah. We'll see.
It's a good
definitely gonna
4
have
or
people.
5 months away.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to make those plans. It's not 4 or 5 months. It's at least 6 months.
It's a good 2 months away.
Yeah, or one. No.
It's like a week away.
Yeah.
It's actually tomorrow. We're leaving right after the show.
Fuck.
But no, I think we'll definitely have a presence there. Definitely me and most probably me and Bob, and we'll try to drag as many other people as we possibly can as well.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot more videos to go up. But check out the PAX coverage so far over at our YouTube or 4playerpodcast.com. And like I said, there'll be more stuff going up this week. We have the tail end of our interviews and whatnot. I believe we have an interview. I have one with Dave Oshry about Rise of the Triad that will be out this week. And bunch of other stuff too. Some gameplay videos and stuff.
Yeah, we have some random shit from the floor. I think we're going to be cutting together and putting up during this coming week.
Okay, yeah, you have more random stuff too. That's going around the show floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yes. Oh, all these videos you uploaded. Oh, yes.
Are they pretty good? They turn out well for you.
No, I'm just looking at them now. I'm gonna have to download them.
Okay.
All those down. Oh, yes.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, Bob.
Yes, you too.
All right,
I'm gonna watch these wonderful videos.
Awesome. Thank you for coming out. Thanks everyone at home for watching us over at 4pp.tv. Make sure you tune in all this week. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on this week. Way Back Wednesday, new release Tuesdays on Tuesday, and Brad will be playing Tekken Tag, I believe. Make sure you check out our main website at 4playerpodcast.com. All right, guys.
Subscribe.
And subscribe to us, please. Subscribe to us. It helps us out a whole bunch. I'll put the little subscribe link on the bottom.
Yeah, we're definitely planning on doing subscriber benefits for the new site. We can do that, so we're definitely going to be doing that. So if you subscribe, don't get any ads on the live feed. You will also not get any ads on our website.
Yeah, so we've developed a way so if you are a subscriber to our channel on Twitch, you also will not get any ads at all on our webpage either.
Yes.
So
hopefully they'll be ready for the launch.
The launch in October.
Maybe.
Well, there'll be some
Who knows?
There'll be some previews going on. We'll see what we can do. All right, guys. Everyone have a good night. 4playerpodcast.com. See you later.
Good night.
Ludicrous speed! Go!